Hello, Shamanettes, and welcome to The Beauty Shaman. So today we are discussing my top 5 tips, skincare tips for women over 50. So as an esthetician and a celebrity makeup artist and a former model, I am in a very good position to offer these tips to you. All right, let's get going. All right, number 1, and this one is, I would say, the most important out of all of them. It is 80% of skincare. Can you guess what it is? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are down below. But the number 1 skincare tip that you have to take to heart, and that is internal health. Internal health is 80% of skincare. I will briefly show you what supplements I take, what I recommend. I am not a medical doctor. I am not a naturopath, but this is what I take. So you can take from that and use it for your own health. You cannot have poor health and great skin. It does not work. You have to take care of your skin. All right, so what do I do for great health? What are some of the consistent things I do besides drinking, spring water and eating green leafy vegetables and staying away from preservatives and sugar and too much caffeine, although that is my downfall actually. Getting exercise, all of those things that we all sort of know. I think the supplements, we all get a little wobbly because there's so much information out there. So I'm just going to tell you what I use. All right, I take omega-369s, super important. This is essential fatty acids, absolutely crucial to have dewy skin. See how dewy this is? This is from this and great water, okay? So this is 1,200 milligrams. I take 2 of these 3 times a day. That's a lot. Then I always recommend vitamin C. This is 1,000 milligrams. I take 2 of these 3 times a day, believe it or not. Sometimes I go down a little bit. I really do listen to my body. I'm very tuned with my body. But you can take 1 3 times a day. That's probably fine. But vitamin C, your body does not make vitamin C. You have to take it. And we, generally speaking, do not get enough in our diet. You cannot eat enough oranges to get this much vitamin C. So I do recommend taking vitamin C. It will really help to strengthen your skin barrier and make your skin so much healthier. I would also say take some vitamin E. So I take 1 of these once a day. Really helps to protect your skin from the sun, believe it or not. Fabulous for your skin. I also take a vitamin A. Also very crucial. These are all oils. And I take a multi-mineral because you need minerals. Our diet is very depleted in minerals. The nutrients in the soil are very depleted, so I think taking something like this can really help. The last vitamin I'm going to talk about briefly, active vitamin B complex. So I love vitamin B. It does help to strengthen your skin along with the essential fatty acids from the omega-369s. Will help your skin to be able to handle retinol. And retinol is so crucial. That's an external skincare that we're going to talk about in a minute. But these will really help your skin to become so much more healthy so that you can handle taking things like retinol externally. Okay, number 2. The number 2 thing I would say for great skin is, and the rest of these are all active ingredients. These are the ingredients you're looking for in your skincare. All right, it is alpha hydroxy acids. I get my alpha hydroxy acids from my cleanser. So this is ImageMD. I'm going to show you 4 ImageMD products that come in a bundle, but this one has alpha hydroxy acid in it, which really helps with cell turnover. You can also get acid peels to get your alpha hydroxy acids. There's different ways to get them, but I get them in my cleanser. And because I'm an esthetician, I do peels. However, I would say as a basic, get it in your cleanser. Great way to get your alpha hydroxy acids. It does really benefit your skin turning over, which is really where that dewy skin look comes from, is by shedding that top layer of dry skin and dead skin that doesn't turn over as quickly as we age. So the important thing and what these ingredients do, these active ingredients, and I've done a whole video on, there's basically like 6 active ingredients that you need to be focused on, and I'll put that in the corner here to really get more in depth in that. But what they all do is they help your skin cells to rejuvenate. It's all about rejuvenation. And that comes by kind of damaging the top layer of skin and stimulating the top layer of skin. And that's what alpha hydroxy acids do. And that's why they are so, so important and something to really consider to have in your skincare at some point. Sometimes they can be found in moisturizers in different forms. I do prefer it in a cleanser or to get a peel, an alpha hydroxy acid peel. That also works very well. For a drugstore brand, if you really want to go cheap, I would say go to CereVe SA Cleanser. That's a really good just drugstore brand. I think when you move away from drugstore brands, you are getting a higher quantity, generally speaking, of the active ingredients. They tend to be very low in drugstore brands. That's why they're so cheap. On the other hand, I understand that many of us are on a budget, so that's why I'm throwing out two different options, a drugstore brand and one that isn't. So, and you do what suits you best. All right, so number 3 on my list, and this is not number 3 in importance by all means, but it is vitamin C. So many of you are updated on vitamin C, how important it is. I do recommend using an tetrahexydecyl ascorbate vitamin C as opposed to an L-ascorbic acid, not to confuse you, but L-ascorbic acid is based in water. So when you read the ingredient deck for a vitamin C, if it starts with water, guaranteed it's got L-ascorbic acid in it. The top 5 ingredients are the most important on the ingredient deck. So L-ascorbic acid, if that brand uses that, it's generally within that scope of the 5. It's very easy to see. Tetrahexydecyl ascorbate is oil-based. Oil-based is always going to go deeper underneath your skin. It's always going to be more effective and less harsh to the skin than L-ascorbic acid. Having said that, the cheaper ones are L-ascorbic acid. I will give you a recommendation. Stay with me. I am giving recommendations as I go along here. All right, so this is the Restoring Youth Serum that this is a vitamin C. This has about 20% vitamin C, so it's fairly mild, but it is effective. I love this. It's very gentle. And, vitamin C is fabulous as an antioxidant. It helps with cell turnover. It helps to strengthen your skin. It brightens. Vitamin C is one of the superpower ingredients. And the other superpower is retinol, which we are going to get to. But I would say absolutely you should be using vitamin C in the morning. Okay, what is a budget vitamin C? So I would say try Vichy vitamin C serum. That is in drugstores. Again, it uses L-ascorbic acid, but wanted to give a budget option as well as, a more expensive option. Okay, number 4 on best skincare for women over 50 is retinol. Retinol, absolutely get retinol. Retinol is vitamin A. It is topical vitamin A. Over the counter, you can actually buy up to about a 5% retinol. And my favorite 5% is Truth Treatment Skincare. Fabulous 5%. I wouldn't go straight to 5% if you have never used retinol because it can be very stimulating to the skin, very strong on the skin. You can definitely have a reaction. Like I said, if you feel like you can't use retinol, start taking essential fatty acids and vitamin B complex, and that will really help your skin to strengthen enough to take it. The reason why it's so crucial is that it is one of the best stimulators for cell turnover. It has the biggest, most dramatic effect on your skin, that and vitamin C. This is the one I'm using right now, the Restoring Youth Serum. Really love this. It is, it has tetrahexydecyl ascorbate vitamin C in it. So it makes it more gentle to the skin because it is retinol mixed with vitamin C, which is really fabulous. If you take pure retinol, you're gonna have a huge reaction. So that's why I really love this. Okay, so what's a drugstore brand? So I would say Neutrogena Wrinkle Repair is a really good retinol. It has, I think it's 0.03%, so it's very low on the retinol scale. If you've never used retinol, I would definitely start there. See how your skin reacts and then build up to the point where you can use something like an ImageMD or a Truth Treatments or just a stronger retinol. So the way you know the strength is to look at the ingredient deck on where it falls. Retinol should not be number 1. That would be way too harsh. You want it a little bit further down the deck. Ideally in the first 5 would be great. If it comes too far down the deck, you're getting very, very little. Sometimes that's okay if you have sensitive skin. So just be sure you're reading those ingredient decks and not just watching all the advertising. If you have a hard time reading decks and are not quite sure what to look for, watch this video. Okay, what is number 5? Number 5 for skincare for women over 50 is to use an SPF. No shocker there. I use a moisturizer every day and I put with an SPF in it. This one here, ImageMD, has an SPF 50, which is great. It has a little bit of zinc oxide, which does set into the skin after a minute. So in this case, it's mixed with the moisturizer. You can also get it separately from the moisturizer if you'd like. I do like this because it's bang for buck. I get my moisturizer and I get my my SPF all in one. And, you know, it's not a super heavy, dense moisturizer. If you have very dry skin and are looking for something that's very healing, that's fabulous for very dry skin, I would say the Omega-6 Healing Cream by Tooth Treatments is fantastic. Really heals. It is such a strong moisturizer. Do not use it unless you have very dry skin. But I think for people who maybe are on medication that dries out your skin, or you have highly sensitive skin, that would be a fabulous moisturizer. I'm speaking more generally now about moisturizers, but I do really like just a general everyday moisturizer that I can use in the morning with an SPF. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. Please write down below. I always love hearing from you. I am love being connected, love having interactions with all of you. Do check out my live streams that I do about once or twice a month. Sign up for my newsletter where I keep you updated. I also have insider deals and discounts. Go to my website at thebeautyshamanstore.com and sign up for my newsletter. Get automatically 20% off. All right, thank you so much for watching The Beauty Shaman.